Dak going to start out going to the air. And his first look is incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now a 2nd and 10. A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 10.
19 light.
Richardson looking to throw this. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19.
Richardson looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
2nd down, Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw is Prescott. He still when it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Pollard will take it up the gut. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, second and 15. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On the set.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have the Niners first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. This 2nd and 4.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have the 49ers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's Richardson to throw. Being chased out left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go.
2nd and 20.
Hurt. Ready.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Off play action, Richardson. And this pass caught by Gray. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. Richardson to throw on 2nd down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. Flushed out right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So on is the rookie Jake Moody for the Niners field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Take over a first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 3rd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go. Dragon 60.
Richardson to throw off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With the score, Cowboys 6, 49ers 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what...
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Okay,
the offense
ready?
is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Buffalo 18. 19 Lions.
Richardson going on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Richardson's throw taken in by Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Richardson out to his left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Richardson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Go! Cougar 19!
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting... Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Going to run again here with Pollard. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Prescott now. He's got his target. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. Shoves him away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Pollard again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Pollard. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Pollard. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was when they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
65 catch, 65. Hurry, hurry.
Richardson looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Niners on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be third and forever. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Got it. Ready?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Come on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Second and 13 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Ready.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Pollard again. Oh, look at the juke. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 104 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down.
And a Tokyo first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 49ers.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cowboys 27.
And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the 49er hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Rolling to his left. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
At the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We're going to 54. Why?
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Tokyo, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.